Start by just folding forward, hands onto the ankles or the feet or onto the floor, and just start to work into the hamstrings. Take the hips side to side, bend one knee, then the other. Start to get right back into the sit bones as you stretch one. Sit bone back and then the other one, twisting slightly through the waist, through the torso. And start to loosen up all the connective tissue. And hands onto the legs, give the shoulders a bit of a roll side to side. And then draw the sit bones towards the heels and start to stack all the way back up through the spine. Breathe in, take the arms to the ceiling. Keep the ribs in and down. As you exhale, the arms come back down around. The ribs close in and down. Stay connected to the pelvis. As you inhale, bring the arms up. Lift the sternum bone slightly. And exhale, bring them down. Just do one more time. Breathe in and exhale. Make sure you're not popping those ribs too much and arcing into the back. Coming into some vinyasa. So just stand nice and steady onto the feet. Let the sit bones relax towards your heels, widen through the front of the chest. Just loosen the neck, feel the crown above the tailbone, the sternum bone above the pubic bone. Pause, let's take a few breaths, find that stillness, center yourself. And then breathe in, take the arms wide into the ceiling. Exhale, folding, look into the knees. Inhale, lengthen, tailbone to crown. Exhale, hands come to the floor, step or jump the feet back, press down, breathe in, chest comes forward and up, squeeze the buttocks, upward dog, tuck the toes, exhale, back to your downward dog. Let's find a comfortable distance between the hands and the feet. Come right up on the balls of the feet, let the head relax and reach the sit bones high to the ceiling. Start to walk out through the feet, press one heel back and down, then the other one. And then the knee that bends, take it across the body, start to roll into the pelvis and the hips as well. Feel the stretch through the back of the ankle, the back of the calf and the back of the knee as you lengthen into that straight leg. Come back to centre, come right up on the balls of the feet again, reach the sit bones high, press the back of the thighs away, lower the heels down. Breathe 3 breaths here, widening into the rib cage. And as you exhale, close the ribs, scoop the belly, the navel towards the spine. Inhale into the side and the back of the ribs. And then exhale, close the ribs, draw the navel in. Keep that length through the back of the legs, the back of the thighs pressing away. And then breathing in. Rock the shoulders forward to the hands as you step the feet forward. Lengthen, tail to crown. Exhale as you fold, closing the ribs, reaching them up towards the ceiling. Inhale, take the arms wide, come all the way to stand, and exhale, flow the arms down, feel wide through the chest. And again, breathe in, take the arms to the ceiling, exhale, folding the pelvis forward, scoop the belly in, close the ribs. Inhale, lengthen, tail to crown, knees can bend here, exhale, hands to floor, step back, press down, you can do knees first if you need. Upward dog, breathe in, squeeze the buttocks, tuck the toes, exhale to mountain. Let's walk out the feet a couple of times. Come right up onto the balls of the feet. Reach the sit bones high. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Press back of the thighs away. Lower the heels. You want to feel that tension and stretch right up through the Achilles, the back of the ankle, through the back of the knee, the back of the thighs. Breathe in, widen into the sides and the back of the ribs. And as you breathe out, close the ribs. Scoop the abdominals in. 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, rock the shoulders forward, step forward or jump. Lengthen, tail to crown, bend your knees here if you need, and then fold. Breathe in, sit bones to heels, stack all the way up through the spine, and exhale, flow all that energy down around the body. Bend into the knees, breathe in, come into Utkatasana, pause here. Keep the arms wide, the shoulders in their sockets, wide through the chest. Create a smooth arc through the spine. So you don't want to sink into the lower back, you want to feel a smooth arc, tailbone, lower back, up between the ribs, sternum lifting, length through the neck. Take a breath in and exhale. Hands come down through center. Look into the knees. Inhale, extend tail to crown. Exhale, step or jump the feet back. Press down, upward dog, breathe in. Reach sit bones away from the sternum. Exhale to mountain. Breathe in, extend and raise the right leg. Exhale, hug it in, rock forward, step it up to the right hand. Left heel comes down. Breathe in, warrior one. Bring the arms parallel. Just check in, second toe, knee, center of the hip in line on the right leg. Let this left hip bone just press forward slightly and press back through the left heel. Really find that strength through the front of the hip, inner thigh, widen the chest, sink that right sit bone towards the right heel a little more. Take the left hand onto the thigh and inhale, lengthen, create a smooth arc through the spine. Keep the ribs in and down, the navel drawing in. Breathe in, bring the arm up, and exhale, turn to warrior two. Feel like this thigh bone rolls out, second toe knee, center of the hip in line, crown above the tailbone. Come over into a side angle, arm comes up. Bring your right ribs forward, your left ribs rotate back. Make sure your arm doesn't go back, keep it straight above the shoulder. Stay here, or take the hand down to the floor. Press the arm and the leg against each other, and just rotate a little more through the rib cage. So this feels fine. You can take the hand in and down the back. The fingers could come over onto the thigh. And just take this top shoulder back a little more. Feel length through the spine. One more breath here. Breathe in, release the arm up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, press down. Breathe into your up dog. Tuck the toes. Exhale to mountain. Inhale, extend and raise the left leg. Hug it in. Rock forward, step it up. Right heel goes down. Come onto the feet. If you don't manage to get a long split, just adjust the feet when you come up. Shoulders widen. Left sit bone towards left heel. Right hip, just press this forward a little as you press back through the right leg and open through the front of the hip. Feel the back of the thigh press away. Take the right hand onto the right back of the right thigh and lengthen up through the fingertips. Keep the shoulder down. Close these ribs. Lower belly draws in. Find that smooth arc through the spine. Bring the right arm up. Turn. Warrior two. Just make sure this left knee stays in line with the second toe. Relax the shoulders, crown over the tailbone. Side angle. Left arm comes onto the thigh, right arm to the ceiling. Lengthen through your spine as you breathe in. As you exhale, left ribs forward, right ribs rotate back. Keep these fingertips straight up above the shoulder. And feel this nice stretch around through these muscles of the back. Stay here or take the hand to the floor. Arm and leg work against each other. Bring those left ribs forward a little more, right ribs back. And if you feel comfortable, hand can come around onto the thigh. Take that right shoulder back. Stay long through the spine, through the top of the head. Breathe in, arm goes to the ceiling. Exhale, down to the floor. Step back, press down. Inhale, squeeze the butt, up dog. Back to down dog. Come right up on the balls of the feet. Reach those hip bones high, breathe in, and exhale. Press back of the thighs away, lower the heels towards the floor. Bring the right knee up towards the right wrist. Left knee comes down, foot on the floor. Slide back, just till it feels comfortable. You want to let this right sit bone sink towards the floor. Keep the hands wide on the mat, widen through the chest. Let the sternum bone come forward and up. Keep the lower back quiet. Really sink into that right buttock. Breathe here. Sternum bone presses forward. Widen those collarbones. Sit bone sinks towards the floor. And close the eyes if you like. Feel the rib cage at work. Widening, filling, closing. Coming into sleeping swan. Just slowly lower down. Hands, you can rest on the forearms. You can have two hand fists under the head. We could slide the arms out long. Rest all the way into the floor. Just find your position here. You could rock a little side to side if you like. If it's really strong and tight, just stay where you are. Just allow the pelvis to settle. If you're really over on your side, it's totally fine. Just relax into where you feel the stretch and breathe. Find that stillness in the body. We'll do 3 more breaths here. And then breathing in, slowly coming up, walk the hands back in. Stay on the knees and slide the knee back. Widen the shoulders, breathe in, and exhale, lower chest chin to floor. Slide the chest forward. Squeeze the buttocks as you peel smoothly up through the spine, pubic bone in the floor. Exhale, lift. Buttocks to heels. Take a breath in here. And then come back up onto the hands and knees. Left knee slides forward. Foot comes across just in front of that right leg. Slide the right leg back. Really sink that left sit bone into your buttock. No pain in the knee. You can put a block under your buttock if you like, or a couple of cushions. You could lean to the side and bend both legs as long as you feel the stretch. From here, the sternum comes forward a little, the shoulders widen. We can stay centered. So we're really wanting to open around the hip, through the buttock, without sinking in the lower back. So tailbone pulls down a little towards the floor. From here, coming down into sleeping swan. Slowly lower the torso down. Arms can rest on the floor. 2 fists for the head. Or the head can rest on the hands. Or the arms can go out long. Just maybe wriggle the body to where it feels comfortable. Start to soften. If you've gone into it, it feels way too strong. Just come out a little. Maybe come back up onto the head resting on the fists and just breathe. The more that the muscles and the connective tissue soften, the more that those layers can open, those knots can gently unwind. Feel the breath softly moving the rib cage. And then breathing in, just slowly come back up onto the hands and knees, slide the knee back. Take a breath in and exhale, press chest chin to floor, slide through. Press the pubic bone in the floor, squeeze the buttocks, peel up and come all the way up to the knees if you like. Pubic bone comes off the floor. Lift and take the buttocks to the heels. And then breathe in, come up onto the hands and knees. Slide the legs through to sitting. We're going to Janu Sirsasana A, so the right leg is going to fold out to the side. You can mirror me. The left heel goes straight out from the center of the hip. Just bring these right ribs around a little bit, so screw up the chest if you can. If it's not possible, that's okay. Breathe in, feel like this, you lift from the tailbone up and over through the spine. Skin of the belly draws in, the ribs close. Hands come onto the floor and support you. You can bear or onto the leg or around the foot. If your hamstrings are tight, feel free to stay up here. Shoulders soften away from the ears. Start to sink down through the spine. Feel the length from the sit bone to the heel in your left leg. And as the connective tissue lets go, just slowly start to feel the body let go into it. When it gets tight, just stop. Relax into your breath. Just allow the body to breathe as you breathe out. Draw the skin of the belly in from the pubic bone to the navel, closing the ribs. And just see if you can find a little bit more space between each of your vertebrae, right from the tailbone, up through the spine, out through the crown of the head. On a long, deep breath in, just slowly walk the hands in and stack yourself back up through the spine. Breathe out, relax the shoulders, release the leg. Feel all that release through the body. Just breathe into it. Wriggle around if you need to.
Coming into the other side, so left leg folds out to the side. If you have any knee issues going on, just take the leg out to the side and relax it. The heel of the straight leg comes in line with the center of the hip. Just bring the chest around a little more if you can, and then breathe in, lengthen from the tailbone up and over through the spine. Begin to fold forward. Hands can walk where they support you in the shoulders, widen. Let's pause here, take a few breaths. Feel a subtle sense of length from the sit bone, the bone in your buttock, all the way down to the heel. Feel the sole of the foot reaching away. And then just as your body allows you, just allow yourself to fold over. You can have your hands on the floor, the leg or the foot. Sometimes I like to leave them out wide, gives plenty of space for the chest to stay wide. Breathe into the side and the back of the ribs. And as you breathe out, close the ribs, feel the skin of the belly. Gently draw in and up. If you've been able to curl over a little further, feel the crown of the head reaching towards the foot. Stay wherever you are in the pose. It doesn't matter if you're sitting upright and you're feeling the stretch. The most important thing is what you're feeling in your body. Just take 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, stack all the way back up through the spine. Release the leg, feel that relief or that release in the body. Just give the shoulders a roll. Move the legs forward and back softly. Let's finish with a butterfly pose. So you're going to have the feet together and in nice and close. You can have them out further, or you can have a wide butterfly, feet are apart and the legs are out a little further, whichever one you choose. Start to relax the head, roll down through the spine, and allow the torso to curl over. So let the shoulders widen and soften. You can have your hands on the floor, or on the feet, or on the legs. If you have the legs in a little closer, once the body starts to soften, just reach the arms under the legs. Bring the hands onto the top of the feet. Feel the legs and the arms slightly press against each other, and as you breathe in, draw up from your tailbone through the spine. Feel the skin of the belly draw in, and press back into the lower spine to bring you up, over, and around. Breathe into the sides of the ribs, into the back ribs. And just pause there, allow yourself to relax into it wherever you are. Sometimes it's those big sheets of connective tissue that need to soften. And then taking a nice long deep breath. If your arms are under your legs, release them. Slowly start to stack your way back up through the spine. Relax the shoulders, release the legs out, give them a stretch, roll the feet around the ankles. And then just gently lay down onto your back. Bring the arms and the legs up into the air. Roll around the wrists, the ankles. If you know the pose shoulder stand and you prefer to do that here, you can feel free to do that. And either just pause here, let the hands flop, the elbows soften, the legs relax. Pausing in waterfall pose. Find that place where the legs and the arms hang here, almost effortlessly. If you prefer, you could put your legs up the wall, but before we do that, we're going to go into happy baby pose. So knees come down towards the sides of the body, the hands either come onto the back of the knees, hold the shins, or onto the soles of the feet. So allow yourself to rock gently side to side. If this feels too strong, you can just go into a butterfly, hold on to the ankles or the shins and rock across the spine. Let the shoulders sink down into the floor. Allow the chin to relax towards the chest. If your head's really arched back, maybe like this, just put a pillow, grab a pillow and put it under your head. You want the neck vertebrae to just gently lengthen. Feel the breath to softly widen the rib cage. And relax as you breathe out. And then just slowly release the legs. Coming into a short Shavasana relaxation, you can rest with the legs bent or straight. The arms can just rest out beside you on your body. They could go wide, or if you wanted, they could go around your head. So just find your comfortable position to relax. Shoulder blades slide in and down the back. Let's take a nice long deep breath in and breathe it all the way out. Feel the shoulders, the back ribs heavy. Feel the buttocks soften. Feel the legs heavy. Feel the skin of the face relax. Feel the scalp soften over the skull bones. Feel the breath as it travels all the way down to your belly, fills it up through the ribs, and softly breathe it out. Allow your body to settle. You may need to wriggle a little and just settle into it. As you slow the breathing down, your whole nervous system starts to slow down. Feel the mind become a little quieter, maybe. And thoughts slow down. Whatever thoughts are there, just allow them to be there. Feel the body beginning to deeply relax. Just gently begin to bring your awareness back to the body. And slowly start to breathe a little deeper. Feel the breath as if it can travel all the way down through your pelvis, your legs to your toes, and all the way back up and out. Imagine as the torso fills, the breath can flow through the shoulders, down through the arms, all the way to the fingers. And breathe it all out. And then in a long inhale, breathe into the belly, the chest, the head, and breathe out, relax. Continue with that for 5 or 6 more repetitions. And then take a nice long deep breath in. You want to sigh the breath out, bring the arms up over the head and start to stretch through one side of the body really long. Release and stretch through the other side. Take a nice long deep breath. Slowly bend the knees. Roll onto your side, just setting your head, rest onto your arm. Take a few breaths here. And then when you feel ready, just using your hands, slowly bring yourself all the way back up to sitting. Just pause to breathe, give your shoulders a little roll. Softly move through the head and neck. Take a few nice deep breaths. Move through the spine, wriggle into the pelvis. And then breathe in from the tailbone all the way to the crown. And breathe it all the way out. Take a nice big breath in, reach the hands to the ceiling. Exhale, draw them down through your midline. Press your forehead onto your hands. Pause. Feel the energy of gratitude flowing through you for this body that you live in. Coming for a little more, we say namaste. Take the hands to the floor, reach down, connect with the earth. Take a few nice deep breaths. Open the eyes. Feeling centered and grounded, breathe in. Slowly stack your weight back up through the spine. Thank you.